Hey guys, welcome back to Ledford. I'm Serein, half of Ledford. Chris is the other half and he's behind the camera today filming. Today's video is all about how to make sugar-free gummy bears. These are a great high-protein snack to take with you to the movies, on the go, for your kids. This is gonna be really easy to do, and depending on the fruit juice you use or depending on your flavoring, you can essentially make this as zero sugar and low carb as you would like. This is also a great replacement for your kids if you're trying to wean them off of refined sugars. At least you can replace the juice with a all-natural fruit juice, and at least this way they're getting the antioxidants and a natural sugar versus refined sugar. So let's start with what you're going to need to create this recipe. You're going to need some sort of a silicone mold. I got this from Amazon. It was relatively affordable for a pack of 3 and then the little dropper to dispense this in. I will link the ones I purchased in the description box, but you can get whatever mold that you want as long as it's silicone so that it pops out easily. Then you're gonna want, of course, some gelatin. I do eat meat, so I have regular gelatin. It's pure protein. I bought the large box because you're gonna need quite a bit of this. If you buy the normal 4-pack envelopes, you're gonna use the entire box for 1 cup of liquid. We're gonna want some sort of a juice or a water, something. I have these Tohi Aronia berry drinks. These have no added sugars. Aronia berry is very similar to the acai berry but has more antioxidants. A total of 12 grams of carbohydrates for an entire can. If you're sticking to a strict ketogenic diet, then I would say don't use this. Use a sugar-free Gatorade, a sugar-free juice that you can find in your local grocery store. Because I did do a test run of these gummies and they're actually quite fun and chewy and gummy-like and perfectly shaped, I did feel like I was missing a little bit of that sweet and tart factor, so I went and picked up the Vitamin Strawberry Watermelon Liquid Water Enhancer with vitamins B3, B6, and B12. This has no added sugars. There are some sugar alcohols in this, so it depends on how your body reacts to sugar alcohols. Again, avoid maltodextrin, or you can, of course, use a liquid monk fruit or a monk fruit type of powder, because we are going to heat everything up. So that's everything you're going to need, and of course a measuring cup. You're going to want 1 cup of liquid, and I'm going to use the rest of this berry juice that I have, and then I'm going to pop open the second can. Now I'm going to add a couple drops of this strawberry watermelon vitamin situation. Taste it and make sure it's the right sweetness. So I'm going to stir it up and taste it. That definitely helped with the sweetness, so I'm going to add a little bit more. And remember, when you add the gelatin, it's going to dilute the flavor a little bit, so you do want it a little bit more tart and sweet. Heat up your liquid. You don't want it to boil, but you definitely want it to be hot enough so that the gelatin dissolve in this mixture. So I'm just going to let that heat up while I measure out the gelatin. For 1 cup of liquid, you're going to want 30 grams of gelatin. It's better to have a little bit more than a little bit less because you want it to be nice and firm and sturdy as a gummy bear. So now that the liquid is heated, I'm going to pour it back into my measuring cup just because I prefer it this way. And then we're going to add in the gelatin. So we're adding in a little bit over 30 grams of gelatin per 1 cup. Then you're going to want to mix this up really well. I like to use a fork. Now for the fun part, and this is very therapeutic for me, you're going to take this little dropper and you're going to fill each of these little gummies. I always have a little bit of liquid left. I'm just going to pour it into a glass container, and then you can cut it out. And put these in the fridge. You want to let them sit for at least 20-30 minutes in the fridge, and then you can pop them out. And a good tip is to not have them sit in direct sunlight once they're done. They will melt in heat. They do last like throwing them in your bag and kind of going about your day. Just keep them out of direct sunlight and like very hot situations. But we'll be right back in about 30 minutes for me, 2 seconds for you to see the final results. And we're ready to check out all the gummies. So cute. So it's been a little over 30 minutes and the gummies should be all set now. With the silicone molds, they're really easy to just pop right out. And look how cute they are. Definitely much more flavorful. There's a nice little tartness to it and it's quite sweet. I really like them. So all you have to do is pop them out, put them in a container or a Ziploc bag or some sort of a bag. Keep them in the fridge when you're not going to eat them, but you can take them on the go. Super good, super easy, way healthier than conventional gummies. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you'd like to see next here on Ledford in terms of food. I have some taste test videos that are low carb, keto friendly, and I also have some recipes to share with you very soon. So keep on watching, subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day.